Well, hi there, food friends. It's Kevin.
And Marianne behind the camera.
And welcome to Cavalcade of Food. And Sis, today we are going to make some peanut butter delights.
Sounds delightful.
Right? And, you know, I don't know if you think about it, Marianne, this is a treat that I remember having many years ago at different places, but I think they serve them from time to time in one of the school cafeterias. I don't know if it was our elementary school or our junior high, but you know, the ladies who worked in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Back when they actually had people who made things from scratch for school lunches. So this is essentially a no-bake cookie. So we you don't even have to turn the oven on, right?
Right.
So, and really just a few kind of simple ingredients. So what I'm going to do is we're going to start with this pot right here. I've got a half a stick or 4 tablespoons of butter just melting here. I'm going to add to that 1 cup of sugar, 1/2 cup of milk, and 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. And we got to put in a little vanilla. And I think it's a 1/4 teaspoon, or is it a 1/4 teaspoon or a 1/2 teaspoon?
1/4.
Thank you. Marianne remembers the recipe review better than me. Okay, there we go. 1/4 teaspoon. Let me get something to stir. I'm going to use a silicone spatula. Anyways, we're going to just over a medium heat, we are going to combine all this stuff. So the recipe is below the video in the description. And what we really want to do here, Mare, is just get all that sugar dissolved, so that it's not grainy.
Yeah.
And of course, sugar dissolves in heat much more rapidly. So I'm just going to keep on stirring until we've got this really smooth, and then we'll come back and add the next ingredient, which is our peanut butter. Now let's show our food friends where we're at. I got a whisk because I really wanted to make sure that that sugar gets dissolved well. But you want to bring this up, again, to heat over medium to a boil. And I don't know if you can tell, Mare, but you starting to see the bubbles here?
Yeah.
Okay. So we are at a boil, and we're going to let this cook on a low boil for a minute. Again, I'm just, at this point, just scraping to coax that blast of that sugar and some of the cocoa. Try to get that, make sure it's dissolved. It looks like it is. You know, I love these no-bake cookie recipes because sometimes you've got to come up with something fast, and you don't want to necessarily turn the oven on and go through the whole production, right, of baking. As much as we love baking, sometimes it's fun to just do a no-bake. And like I said, this really, I remember having these when we were kids, Mare, and I don't know that I've had them since. Okay, check out what's going on in the pot, Mare. So you can see that's a good boil, right? And it's been a minute. So we've got a 1/2 cup here of peanut butter. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to, using a spatula, put that peanut butter in, and we're going to stir that peanut butter in, Mare, just until it melts. So that won't take too long for this to break down and melt. So now you've got chocolate and peanut butter, which is, I think, a pretty unbeatable combination, don't you think?
Yes, I do.
Oh, can you smell it now? You smell that peanut butter working in to the chocolate. Now that the peanut butter is melted, I'm turning off the heat. Get that. I'm gonna get that nice and incorporated in. Then the last thing to kind of pull it all together and turn it into something, Mares, I've got 2 cups of quick oats, okay? I think you could use the old-fashioned if you wanted to. It would be a little bit chewier. You know, these quick oats are sort of par-cooked, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So these will give you a little softer texture. And now we're going to get the oatmeal mixed in here. Like so. And that oatmeal will start soaking up the chocolate peanut butter mixture. And I'm going to take it off the heat now. And we'll put it over here. And then we're going to come back and sort of make them into some cookies. What I've got here is I've got a baking tray lined with parchment paper. And that's what we're going to put our peanut butter delights on. So we'll be right back. So I gave it about 5 minutes just in the pot here, Marianne. So I wanted that oatmeal to sort of grab onto the chocolate peanut butter mixture, and for it just to cool off a little bit more, be easier to handle. Now I'm using a tablespoon here, and again, we got a parchment lined pan, and I'm just going to do like this. You could make these bigger, you could make them smaller, and you know, you might get 18, 24, again, depending on how big you make them. It's still pretty hot, but you can work with it. So once I get these on the parchment, they are going to, you can do a couple of different things. Obviously, you can't eat these until they're cool and they're solidified. So you can put them in the refrigerator for a half an hour or so. You can put them in the freezer if you're in a real hurry for 15 minutes or so. Or you can just let them cool to room temperature. That would take a good hour or whatever, maybe hour and a half, depending on where you are and how cool or warm your house is. So I think I'll probably put these in the fridge after we're done, Mare, and then we can try them. Our peanut butter delights. Mare. So these have been in the fridge for 35 minutes. They have chilled out. Now, if you don't have parchment paper, you could use wax paper would work as well. Here's our peanut butter delight. Look at that. Wow. Mm-hmm. You know, the quick oats give it a nice texture, but it's chocolate and peanut butter all the way. Yeah. Is it good? Now I will say, you want to keep these refrigerated, because if it's a hot day or something, they'll soften up again. But, boy, are they good. And they do take me back. So, you know, last minute, you got to bring something, some little sweet treat. Here's a no-bake favorite, and really good. It delivers on the peanut butter, delivers on the chocolate. Nice chewy texture with the oatmeal, and fun to make and even more fun to eat. So anyways, recipe is below in the description. Don't forget the website is cavalcadeoffood.com. Say thank you to Mary Ann for working that camera today.
You're welcome.
And we hope everybody is warm, well, and we look forward to seeing you again real soon back here on Cavalcade of Food. Bye, everybody.
Bye.